Okay, I'm ready to go. It occurs to me that maybe I should have some background music for these episodes of Stephen Follows Instructions. Maybe some production values, something like that. Just want to say before we start, too, that I'm solidly 100% behind Ukraine. And, I hope the best for Zelensky. That's all I want to say. It's on my mind. This has nothing to do with that, however. So let's focus on the tech at hand. And the tech at hand is called Model Context Protocol, or MCP servers. What are they? Well, they're ways for an artificial intelligence to interact with services. So, okay, that's fine. What does that mean? I don't know. And so that's what I need to find out, right? I need to figure out what I'm talking about when I talk about this. So, I found a page on GitHub via some other article on awesome model context protocol servers. And on it, it's got a tutorial. And so I'm going to follow the tutorial. So we'll begin. MCP is an open protocol that enables AI models to securely interact with local and remote resources through standardized server implementations. Now, just as an aside, that's what captures my interest, because if AIs can do it, why can't I? I'm smart. So there might be ways I can use MCPs in ways they weren't necessarily intended to be used. Especially if I just use, an AI or something just as a quick interface to this. Anyhow, the list focuses on production-ready and experimental MCP servers that extend AI capabilities through file access, database connections, API integrations, and other contextual services. Okay, sounds great. Let's go to the tutorial, which of course is in tech white on black. I'm not a fan of that, but whatever. Okay, so when large language models first appeared, users had to copy and paste code into a text interface to interact with them. This quickly proved insufficient, leading to custom integrations for better context loading. So so it's an important terminology piece here. I really do want background music. An important contextual piece here, when we provide an AI with information before we ask it to do something, that's known as giving it context. Okay? So really, giving it context is the same as preloading it with information. And so an MCP is a better way than cut and paste to preload it with information. Okay, so a high-level overview of the protocol. Hosts are large language model applications like Claude Desktop or IDEs, that integrated development environments that initiate connections. Clients maintain one-to-one connections with servers inside the host application. Servers provide context, that is information and stuff, tools and prompts to clients. The clients, okay, it's a little tricky, but okay. So servers provide stuff to clients. Clients maintain connections with servers inside the host, where a host is an LLM. Okay, I'm not really keen on that terminology, but whatever. If you are already familiar with tool use, then MCP will feel familiar. Okay. Let's just quickly look at this. Tool use with Claude. Claude is capable of interacting with external client-side tools and functions, allowing you to equip Claude with your own custom tools. Okay. So I'm not familiar with that. I haven't been working with Claude. I've been working mostly with ChatGPT. But hey, I'm open-minded. I believe in diversity. Internally, never mind. Let's take a quick look at one of the example servers implementations, the Brave search server. So Brave is a browser. Search is a function on that browser. Internally, the server implementation defines tools it has access to and communicates their availability to the client. Okay. So here it is. Server set request handler. Okay. We know about handlers. So what this is doing is it's the server's defining basically tools. Here are the list of tools: web search tool and local search tool. Basically, all it's doing is saying these tools are available. Web search tool is an object that describes the available tool. Here's the description. And it's going to be a JSON object defining a bunch of variables that define that search or that tool. As far as I can tell, this is identical to the Anthropic Claude Tool Use API or OpenAI function calling. Okay. It then exposes a request handler. Request, right? So this is defining an object, and now here we're defining a function. This is the actual function here, and this is going to be the string or the object, I know I'm being fuzzy there, that calls this function. So basically, if you send the request to this, whatever is in here will be done. So suppose you send the request Brave Web Search. Then throw an error if you haven't defined that. Otherwise, set up some arguments and then wait for the function to run perform web search, which is a function that Brave offers through this handler to the AI. That's my understanding. I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. Okay. Return content. So this is what we're going to send back. So if we have text back, we'll send text results back. And we'll set the error flag to false. Probably a good thing. Oh no, we're not send. It's not an if then. Sorry, I misinterpreted it. We're sending back a return result, which is a single valued array containing an object with two values. One value is type, which we call text. The other value is called text, which is the content of results, which is what we got back from the web search. Each MCP server has its own URI, for example, tool Brave Web Search, runs as a separate process, right, and communicates with clients via a JSON remote procedure call. Example, you can launch the Brave server via the following command. You can obtain a free Brave Search API. Okay, so let's try that. They're telling us that we can do something, so let's try it. I know it's kind of obscure how they've told us what we can do here, but okay. So first of all, let's open up a Brave account. Brave Search API. Okay, and get 2,000 free queries. That's not very many, but okay. So let's sign up. Ew, it won't let me sign up using Google. So we'll do that. Oops. Okay. This is probably how they're going to draw us into using digital currencies, by offering services like this. Downs.ca. Where'd you hear about it? I don't know. Open Web UI. Drop it cookbook. No, no, no. Others specify Mastodon. Yeah. Ha. Which might even be true, I don't know. Okay. Register. Pretty sure I don't already have an account with these guys, so it's verifying. I don't know how it's verifying that I'm a human being, but apparently it did. Okay. Error logging. A user with this email already exists. Well, that must be me. Okay. So I don't think I signed up specifically for Brave Search, although I certainly have a Brave account. So let's see if that works. Verify. It's going to take this long to tell me my account password was wrong. You watch. Code has been sent to your email. Okay. Password wasn't wrong. So we'll just wait for this to come in. There it is. I don't mind showing this because it's very temporary. Alright, submit. Okay. Search API dashboard. Guess I did have an account. Alright. API keys. Pretty sure I haven't created one. Let's add. So I guess I'm supposed to add an API key, right? Yeah, okay. So let's create an API key. Add API key. Name. Well, they're not very good with their user interface, eh? Brave API or Brave Search. Subscription free. All right. Add. Okay. Brave Search. Copy it. All right. Now let's come back here. Export. Okay, they're not telling me what this is, but I'm going to assume this is a terminal on my computer because of the $sign. This is really bad instructions, by the way. If you don't know what you're doing, you have zero possibility of following these instructions. Zero. Just saying. I kind of know what I'm doing, so I see the $sign. I recognize, oh yeah, that could be this. Okay. I know this isn't a $sign, but on a Linux shell, it is a $sign. The equivalent to this is a $sign. So let's try, first of all, export Brave API key equals, and then whatever it was, and there it is. Now, I don't know if this will work. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to hang on to that. Okay, so what this is doing, just so you know, and again, you know, how's anyone going to know this? Because it hasn't told us anything. What I'm doing, export Brave API key, I'm basically, I assume, all right, basically setting this up as an environment variable, a Linux environment variable. So I'm going to need a Linux account to be working on this. So let's see if I can't pop into Ubuntu, which is Linux, which is running on my computer. I might actually have it here. Yeah, there we go. So this is on Windows Subsystem for Linux. There we go. There's the $sign. You see that? The $sign. Let's try that. All right. Worked fine. So there was a whole lot of work earlier that took place where I set up Windows Subsystem for Linux, WSL. And then Ubuntu is an application, an Ubuntu server application that runs under Windows Subsystem for Linux. Ubuntu 20.04. I wonder how out of date that is. It's probably pretty out of date. Yeah, they're up to 24 now, maybe even higher. Except 20.04 is coming to an end. What are your options? Yeah, so maybe I should update that at some point. Okay. Meanwhile, oops, not this. In Ubuntu here. Okay. Now the next thing then was NPX. So NPX basically is, again, I might be wrong here, but a way of executing commands using node, basically. I might be wrong here. I'm going to try this and see what sort of error message I get. Oh, no error. Brave search MCP server running on standard input-output. How about that? Okay, so I'm running the server. I'm just going to look it up just to make sure I was right. And obviously I've previously installed Node and NPX, etc. in my Unix account. Yeah, this command allows you to run an arbitrary command from an NPM, Node Package Module, package, either one installed locally or fetched remotely. Okay. NPX helps us avoid versioning, dependency issues, and installing unnecessary packages that we just want to try out. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, so basically, if I was going to use this in an application, I'd probably, the equivalent would be running a node module or downloading the application package using CDN, Content Delivery Network, which is my preferred way of doing it because I don't like installing Node ahead of time. NPX works fine here. So, okay. So, my Brave Search MCP server is running. So, let's come back to our instructions, if I can find them. Here we go. The client, okay, so that works. The client needs to know what server it can connect to. All right. So we declare a constant called transport, which is a new stdio client transport. So it'll transport stuff to the stdio where my server is lurking. command tool, Brave Web Search, Brave Web Search. Okay. Then it needs to connect to the server. So connect with the transport, or with the command, I guess. The transport containing the command. The purpose of the connection is to negotiate capabilities through the protocol. Sure, okay. During the connection, client sends initialized requests with protocol version and capabilities. Server responds to protocol version and capabilities. Notification, normal message exchange begins. Finally, the client can send messages to the server. So basically what we do is we run client connect and we wait for the result. Result comes back, hi there, or it fails, one or the other. And then we can send a request. So what are we doing here? Resources. Okay, and I'm not sure what they mean by this. So the client can send messages to the server. So await client request, method Brave Web Search, Brave Web Search results schema. We haven't defined that anywhere. So let's assume it's something that we defined somewhere. 4 types of messages defined by the protocol: request, notification, result, and error. Okay. So I would send generally requests. It would send generally results or errors, and I guess either of us might send a notification. MCP supports multiple transport mechanisms. Of course it does. STDIO, which is what we're using with a local client, or HTTP with server sent events for server to client. HTTP post for client to server. Okay, I get that, believe it or not. All transport, this is the main thing, all transports use JSON remote procedure call 2.0 to exchange messages. Let's look that up. Can we hear this?
Could you tell me about JSON RPC?
Sure thing.
Nifty.
JSON RPC is a remote procedure call specification. It allows remote execution of a function, even in another context, such as in a different language, or even a different server around the world. It is a simpler alternative to SOAP, and JSON format is more concrete than XML.
I have heard Douglas Crockford is involved in promoting the JSON format. He seems like a smart cookie.
Well, this is old.
Exactly. So using JSON and JSON RPC, we can easily execute code in a different context. All you have to do is create an object with a method property, and usually a parameters property which contains the parameters to be used in the function. You can also include an ID field, so that you get a response sent back from the server. Otherwise the server will assume you do not care about the result and just perform the function quietly.
Why do I need an ID property? Won't I already be waiting for the answer?
The server would not know that without an ID. You assign the ID, because you could have many calls going out to many servers and they might return in a different order, or at the same time. You need the ID to sort things out on your end also. By leaving out the ID, you are saying to the server you do not need the response.
The
Aha.
ID.
I see
the
now.
ID.
So, I just create an object with the method and parameters I desire, and an ID so I know which response object goes with which request object.
Basically, there are additional fields and other behavior expectations in the specification, but that sums up acting as a JSON RPC client. You could act like a server also, but you can ask me about that another time.
Nifty. Thank you for these details.
Happy JSON remote procedure calling.
Okay, so that was JSON RPC. Okay. Okay, so the host is the application that initiates connections to servers, for example, Cloud Desktop. Could be anything though, really, right? The host is responsible for discovering the capabilities of the servers. That's what SOAP used to do. Yeah. And planning how to utilize them to solve end user problems. This part of the protocol is pretty vague. The expectation is the host implements a custom routing logic. That actually makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. So, open source components. So, we still don't know. We still haven't been able to actually call. So, we've got a server running, but we haven't learned how to test that server yet. That's kind of sad. Okay. Open source components. There are high level frameworks that make it easier to build MCP servers. Okay. So one in Python, one in TypeScript, which is like a condensed version of JavaScript. I have to learn TypeScript one day. I don't really know it, so I always write in JavaScript. But so much stuff is written in TypeScript. Here's what it looks like. So quick start. Import this from this, import this from this. See, the secret is connecting fast MCP, whoops, and Zod. So all the work's being done by fast MCP and Zod. So maybe we'll come back to this later. Okay, SDK, software development kits. So here's the SDK. Lets you build MCP clients that can connect to any MCP server. I like that. We may come back here as well. npm install. It's always npm. And there's I might be the only person in the world who has issues with npm, but I've just been burned by it so many times. Okay, ecosystem, an inspector for testing and debugging. And here's the actual specification. This is what MCP actually is. Okay. The schema is defined in TypeScript first, but made available as a JSON schema for wider compatibility. This is just... Is this the actual MCP schema or just an example of a schema in JSON? I think it's the latter. Well, maybe not. Oh, maybe this is it. Base. Okay. Just having a quick look here. I'm not actually going to try to remember this. So, basically. Notifications, results. Alright, so it's pretty complex JSON object. Usually I wouldn't need to use the entire object, okay. It's a pretty complex model for a JSON object. Usually I wouldn't need to use the entire model. Alright. So this is the schema in our versioned directory, schema.json. Yeah, this is what we just looked at. Okay, just verifying, because, yeah, I'm like that. I wonder if anybody's ever going to watch this. Well, I guess I had 3 views, but this is the world's most boring piece of work, so, alright. Okay, so that's enough of that. Let's come back to my instructions. Okay, servers. So these are some servers. These aren't all the servers, obviously. It's just some example servers. I know that there is now a ton of servers, and the reason why I know that is if we come back here. Oops, no. I've lost my original website. Was it here somewhere? Yeah. This collection of MCP servers. Let's see, can I get, I think I can get this, open this, copy, paste and open it here. And then we'll go back to where we were here. There we are. Good. So this is the fuller list of servers, and this is just a small one. Some community servers, that's nice. Early adoption use cases, source graph Kodi. Okay. So we still haven't learned how to actually use anything. So from the Kodi blog post, okay, here's an example of Kodi, whoever that is or whatever that is, connecting to a Postgres database to write a Prisma query after looking at the database schema. I wonder if there's an easier one. Because you have to have a Postgres server running somewhere. Here's an example, again, Postgres SQL. Testing MCP using Claude Desktop. Okay, here we go. Claude Desktop app is the easiest way to test MCP. We're going to need a Claude Desktop app. Okay, Claude for desktop. Windows. Right, just regular Windows. Okay. I could also take it on my phone, but I don't think I will. So let's click on Windows. Okay, so it's a downloaded app. Excuse me. Let's see about installing it. Come on, Claude. Installing Claude. Continue with Google. All right, yeah, Claude is Google, so happily I do have a Google account, like pretty much everybody else in the world. Or, oh, this is continue with Google. Okay, I'll do that. That'll make it easier. Okay. All right, sign in complete. Allow this site. Yes, we'll allow it. Okay, so that's the Claude application. I didn't know Google could sign into applications like this, but I guess if it's in Express or something like that, why not? Sure. I don't know that this is Express or what it is, but let's give it a bit more size. Whoops, let's not minimize it. So I just want to have a little more size to work with, and we'll see if we can't make the text bigger. Nope. Using limited free plan. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. Let's see what the upgrades are. Oh, $300 right off the bat. Yeah, I think I'll be playing with the free account. All right. That's not cheap. Even Open AI was cheaper. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to. All right. Open your Claude desktop app at configuration. Oh, crap. Okay, of course, they assume that I'm running this in Linux. This is a Linux thing. So where would my Claude desktop app configuration be in Windows? Let's see. It is an app, so... okay. Do I have anything like... settings? Run on startup? No. Let's configure. It's in beta and they're charging that much for it? Never mind. I was just going to complain about the price, but oh, okay. Alright, so here are my settings. No, this is something else. Appearance, billing account, feature preview. I'm not listening to any music. I should be listening to music. It would calm me down. Okay. What am I trying to set? I'm trying to add an MCP server. Okay, I get it. Right, of course. Okay, so no, I don't need that. Let's go back to Claude. Billing account, profile. Start new chats, free plan, A. Yeah, that's kind of, oh, I guess that's some company logo or something. How's my voice doing? Voice is doing okay. Voice is strong, voice is deep. Alright. I see no way of doing that here. So let's look up add MCP server to Claude for Windows. Next, configure Claude to connect with the internet. Settings, developer. Okay, so do I have settings? I don't have developer. How do I enable developer settings? Oh, settings? No, it's the same thing. Do I not get settings without paying them money? I would pay them money just to try it, but I don't know. That much money? Oh, that was my search. Okay. Settings developer. Okay, pre-built servers in Claude for desktop. Add the file system MCP server Claude. Okay, that's the Apple version. Okay, click on developer in the left hand settings page. I just don't get developer. All right. This will create. So I should have Claude app data. I think I may have to go directly there. So let's do that. So it hasn't asked for anything, so it's probably and annoyingly installed this on C. I say annoyingly because I use C for the operating system only. Okay, app data. It'll be local, maybe. Oh, let's try roaming. Claude. Okay, config.json. let's open this with Visual Studio Pro and see what we see. Looks like not very much. Okay, we'll open this. Yeah. Dark mode, light, scale 0. Locale, English, US. Probably is no English Canada because the US doesn't recognize that Canada exists. Sorry. Okay. Replace username with your computer's username. Would be me. The paths should point to directories you want Claude to be able to access. Modify setup to work for desktop and downloads, but you can add more as well. Okay, got it. Let's take this then. We'll copy it. We'll paste it. That's not it. Where's there it is. So, does it go in addition to what we see here? I'll bet you. Yeah, that's what I think is what we do. No, I bet you we do it like this. Now I'll get rid of these and get rid of the top 2 lines, and I'm running a pure instinct here with this. And why isn't that indented? There, that's better. Okay, oops, that's not right. There we go, that's better. Okay, yeah, pure instinct. Just pure instinct. Let's save it. Alright. So I'm pretty sure we need to close it and restart it, right? So, let's just pin this somewhere. We'll pin it to the taskbar. And then we'll close this. So now it's not running, and now we'll restart it. Does seem to restart okay. No errors reported, so that's good. I wonder if these settings are even working. So let's close this. Dark mode, let's say dark. See if we got a change. We're just testing, right? Okay, now let's start it up. And that didn't change a thing. Okay, whatever. So I don't know if this works at all. I don't know if it's using this new configuration. Okay, right. Let's go back in now and change this to, I believe my username on this computer is STEPH, isn't it? Yeah, STEPH, so we'll do that. And here. All right. Okay. So we'll just close Claude and start it again, even though we have no real faith that anything is happening. All right, so go back to the instructions. Okay, make sure, okay. You also need Node.js on your computer for this to run properly. To verify you have Node installed, open the command line on your computer. Oh, I'm running my MCP on Windows Subsystem for Linux, so it might not find it. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. Oops. See, this is on Windows subsystem for Linux. But my actual computer, and let's just open up a terminal. New terminal. And this is going to be, just ignore the directory. We don't care where we are at the moment. Node version. So we do have a node version. Version 20. It's probably out of date as well. Okay. Restart Claude. Yeah, I knew that. I've been restarting all along. Upon restarting, you should see a hammer icon in the bottom right corner of the input. Do we see that? No, because we're not at the input. So let's come back here. Start new chat. Do we see a hammer icon? We do not. Oh, available. Oh no, that's down there. Right, and by clicking on the hammer, we would get available MCP tools. But of course, we don't see the hammer. It should be right there, right? Yeah. There is no hammer, so something has gone wrong. And I have no idea what. Let's hide the suggestions and see if that helps. Nope. It should be right here. Okay. How can Claude help you today? I am trying to enable MCP tools on this instance of Claude. Please help me. Let's see if it's smarter. Okay. It's not something I have. The Claude doesn't have the special administration tools. Well, I know that. You to tell me how to do it. This is like those old movies where the characters would read out what they were typing. Claude has no information on MCP tools. Claude does not have internet access. So, I'm not sure what to do. If you're watching on video and you do know what to do, I can see the chat area there. And you can give me hints and suggestions, and that would be helpful indeed. So I've tried to enable MCP servers in the Claude configuration. Here it is. But Claude does not seem to recognize. They should show up. Well, there, they should show up right here, right where my cursor is. And yeah, my request for help from the people watching resulted in a drop in the number of people watching. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so I'm not sure what to do now. All right, let's find a different instruction, or I guess. Okay, if your server isn't being picked up for, okay, proceed to the troubleshooting section to try it out. All right. Hammer missing. Restart Claude for desktop completely. Okay, well, how do I exit? Okay. Okay, well, it's not popping right back up. That's actually good. I don't want to try extended thinking. I'm doing something different. Your recent chat. Yeah, still no tools. Okay. Okay, what else can we do? Whoops. Come back here. Oh. Did I accidentally... What have I done? Did I accidentally delete? No, that's what I closed earlier, so I didn't. See, when they're so narrow like this, it's really easy to delete one by accident, but that doesn't seem to be what I did. But I have lost my instructions. Alternatives. There are some open source projects that come to mind to solve the same problem as MCP. Yeah, but that's not what I'm trying to do. So, I've lost my instructions. Oh, here it is. Make sure the file paths included in desktop config JSON are valid and that they are absolute and not relative. Okay, well, let's check that, because you never know. Okay, so C users stuff desktop and C users stuff downloads. I assume, because they were in the instructions, that the double slashes are correct. So let's check. So C users stuff, and then document, there's downloads. Where's desktop? I don't see desktop. See user stuff. I don't seem to have desktop. Where would it be? I bet you I put it somewhere else. Okay. Is it an E? I think I might have put it in E. C users stuff desktop. Alright, so let's change that to E users stuff desktop. Was that the problem? Who knows? But yeah, this was not a valid file address. This is, so we'll try that. We'll shut down Claude completely again. File, exit. Give it a few seconds. Okay, now we'll start it up and see if it's there. Still no tool icon. Okay. Okay. Look at the logs to see why the server is not connecting. All right, so maybe, yeah, okay, so the toolbox might not connect, or the tool, the little hammer icon might not connect, or might not show up if the actual server doesn't connect. So where are the logs? They're in app data Claude logs. Okay. So yeah, it's not going to be there. Okay. So this should be app data Claude logs, and this folder is empty. So there are no Claude logs. There's no Claude app data in local, and nothing in local low either. Okay, so that's the only place they could be, is here. Claude. Pretty sure this is the config JSON that I've been working with, right? Let's just choose a different app. We'll just once. Yeah, okay. Command npx Yeah, so this definitely, like npx and then this is definitely not going to work because npx isn't even a valid command, I don't think. Let's just try it. Yeah, it might be a valid command. Okay. Let me try to type that command here. npx, let's see, where is it? It's going to be in here, right? Just copy that. npx, I don't know, I have no idea. Whoops. Oh, let's try it here first. Okay, so it's probably not going to work here either. Create React app. Yeah, okay, I get the idea. Server file system. Oh, nothing. It would probably help if I knew more about npx, but that probably should have worked. npx, maybe not, right? Okay, the problem is, I think the problem is that I'm using Windows subsystem for Linux to run my MCP server, and I'm using Windows to actually do everything else, and one can't find the other. And I was doing that because I'm not running on a Linux desktop, I'm running on a Windows desktop. So let's find some instructions for Windows. Run MCP server on Windows with Claude for Windows. Okay. A lot of people have been struggling getting MCP working on Windows, especially the node servers. So I got Claude to fix it by writing a PowerShell script to handle the installation and updates, etc. Download and save this as MCP install PS1, and then if the package is listed on this and has a Node.js, okay, well, let's have a look at this. See what it does. Alright, well, it looks okay. MCP, what's a PS1 file? PlayStation console. No. PS. Whoops. Still not what I wanted. And PowerShell file extension. Oh, okay. It's a PowerShell file extension. Okay. Good enough. Kind of like a bash script, only it's for PowerShell. Oh, I've lost all my viewers. Okay. Let's copy this. Alright, so let's come back here. Download and save this as. Then if the package is listed on, okay, any of those, and has a Node.js icon, right, this should work. All right, so open PowerShell and run it. Okay, let's do that. I forgot how that goes. Right, dot slash. Oh, right. I need to save it. Okay. So let's save it first. So let's go. Open folder. Let's open the folder. Let's go to C. Users, Steve. Select the folder. Make a new file. We'll make a new file. Oh, come on. Yo. Okay. Make a new file. New file. No, new. Stop crying out loud. What are we calling it again? MCP install.ps1. MCP install.ps1. All right. Checking. Okay, it's going to do it. It looks like it's going to tell me stuff too. Okay, good enough. All right, so now we'll run it. So let's go to C, users, Stephen. Oh, this stupid thing. All right. That was the Windows subsystem for Linux there. I want to go here. So terminal. Okay. MCP. And nothing happened. Why? Oh, because it's empty still. All right, now we'll try it. Supply values for the following parameters. Package name. Okay. Unlock. Select the server. Oh, okay. Select a server from here. Oh yeah, okay, I got it. You need to pick one of those. Got it. Okay. So Control X and then Control C. Alright, so let's do it like this. Okay, model context, server file system. Okay. There's the package. Installing it globally. I'm just going to close Claude while it does its thing. Found 0 vulnerabilities. New version of. Okay. Please restart Claude for changes to take effect. No tool. New analysis tool. It's just a feature preview. That's probably not related to what we had in mind. No, there should be a tool that shows up there, but it doesn't show up there. Maybe this is... No, this isn't what we just did. Oh, okay. And now it's MCP server disconnected. Open MCP settings. Okay. Server file says, okay, this is what I was trying to do. Why? Server disconnected. Okay. That's fine. That has nothing to do with me. We'll just find a different server. See if there's a server that works. So let's see. Yeah, okay, here we go. I like this. Okay. Here we go. This is it right here. All right, so let's try that. Okay. All right. That seems to have worked. Let's restart Claude. Oh, gotta. Close this. Here we go. I really hate that sound. Hate it with a passion. All right. Still nobody chatting in the chat area, so. And I've struggled to keep viewers hooked, because this is a super boring video. Okay, opening up Claude again. Let's see what happens this time. Okay, how can Claude help you today? Server file system, server YouTube. Running. Ah, and I'm getting my general and developer settings too. Aha, okay. Edit config. Right, that's this, isn't it? App data, roaming, Claude, config.json, no, okay. Claude desktop config.json. Okay, different file name. That's why what I did wasn't working. It gave me the wrong file name. It's Claude desktop config.json. Here are the two. Let's get rid of the one that we know doesn't work. Control S to save. Now let's shut down and start Claude. File, exit. There's my tool. Claude can use tools provided by specialized servers using Model Context Protocol. Get transcript. Okay, and what's this? One experimental feature enabled. That's the analysis tool. That's weird. It wouldn't. So, how crazy is that? None of this was going to work, but then I turned on this analysis tool, and then that gave me access. See if we come down here now, settings. No, I still don't have the developer settings that I had. I wonder where they went. They are, there's there somewhere. Settings. Enabling. No, that was my conversation where Claude told me I had no idea what to do. No. Chat controls? No. Share? No. No, let's just leave that for now. Start new chat. Yeah, my developer tools seem to be gone again. Attach from MCP. GitHub. Collaborate with Cloud. Installed MCP servers, just the one. Okay. Well, I don't know how to get back to my developer. My developer options. I know they exist. Enable developer mode. Here we go. Alright. Now I've enabled developer mode. Maybe the developer tools will show up in the options. Options. Settings, rather. Settings. No, it doesn't show. Connect. Profile, enable artifacts, enable prompt examples, connected accounts. How weird. Feature preview. I don't know why the developer tools don't show up. Well, there's the font style. Doesn't give me an option to change the size at all. No, I keep doing that. That's the recent chat that I was on. Learn more about MCP. That'll just take me to the web page, right? Yeah. Huh. Yeah. That's from MCP. GitHub. Cloud AI login. Okay, never mind. Upload files. Attach from MCP. Right, that's right. So that's the same thing again. Well, and now presumably I can attach any one of these tools that I want. So let's find another one. There's Obsidian, which I don't use. Kubernetes, which I don't use. MCP solver. Server Slack. Mongo, Tinybird, Redis. Oh, here we go. Fetch and convert web content. That should be good. Installation. I guess this is it. MCP get installation might not work as expected. Joy. Well, let's try it anyways because that's what I do. So let's put that there for now. And let's put this in here. Oh, dist index.js, I see. Yeah, that's not as simple as I thought it would be. I was doing it differently before. Yes, I was. I was using the terminal. Right. And I was putting it in like this, using that PS1 file. Should actually see. I want to close this. I don't want to save it as is. Don't save. Oh yeah, it wasn't okay. App data, roaming, Claude. Where are you, Claude? Claude. There you are. Claude desktop config. Oh, it's unchanged. Six moderate security vulnerabilities. So that one might not have installed properly. Let's try it one more time with, and I don't have it open. Let's come back here. Okay, it's installing. Okay, yeah, it's installing it on npm globally is what it's doing. Okay, and then right, package JSON not found where it's supposed to be. Okay, that's why it's not installing. All right, let's find a different one. Are there more? Is this all? Google News Server. Okay, let's try that. All right, we'll do that. Okay. Checking. All right, let's restart Claude. Still actually haven't successfully used one of these, but okay, well, exit. And now we'll restart Claude. All right, so, okay, great. I have two tools available. Google News Search. Okay. So how do I use the tool? I'm asking Claude. Claude probably won't know. Okay. Search for news about Zelensky. Allow tool. I see. Okay, so we're going to allow it for this chat. The system is returning an API error. All right. Well, it was worth a try. What was the other tool I had installed? Let's try retry with no changes. Search tools returning an API error. Get transcript. Oh yeah, right. Okay, let's try that. So let's use one of my own videos, because why not? This would be kind of cool if it worked. View your channel. Okay.
On AI and leadership, man.
None of them is short. I wanted something short. Let's pick this. It's
Be seeing the C-list slide presentation.
all right. Let's see. So it says just use it, and Claude will figure out what tool to use. Okay, please give me transcript for the video there. Allow. Claude's response was interrupted. But it's still running. I think. It says it's running. This is different. It seems to have lost my transcript. All right, let's start a new chat. Please generate a transcript from this video. Let's try that again. Okay, so we're allowing. Claude's response was interrupted. There is no contact support. Transcript. Yeah, it must be, because can't enter in this request. So there we go. Oh, jeez. And it just died. Okay. Let's see if we can find anything in the errors. Logs. MCP log. Google News. There we go. Yeah, this is pretty cool. YouTube transcription log. Method not found. Okay. Obviously, all of this is still new. Don't understand. It's get transcript. It's asking message from server, get transcript. Message from client. Oh, here's my transcript. It's in the log. So this worked. It put the transcript in the log, and then it just kind of quit on me. I would ask it what went wrong, but Claude is not the most self-reflective of AIs in the world. So that's really weird, but it did work. Is it the whole transcript, I wonder? It's just a whole ton of method not found. Huh. So, all right, are there any more here? These are all the gets, I guess. An MCP server for your shell. Yeah. Right, so if I was running one of these servers on my machine, I could probably access it. But yeah, none of this is running smoothly with Windows yet, is it? Autocoder.rag. Connect to Miro. Connect to Exa AI. Search API integration. Okay, well, let's try that. come back here. Nope, this is broken. Error 404. It's not on the registry. Yet it is on the registry. Is that a space in front of it? What? Yeah. Oh no, that's the ampersand. It's MCP server. Let's try this. Maybe I just used the wrong one. No, I did not use the wrong one. All this crap is for Apple too. There might not be a Windows version of this. I doubt that this will work either. Yeah, well, there you go. It's going to do something. How about that? Changes. Package JSON not found. Okay, so it failed. Alright, let's try a different one. Time queries and time zone. Oh, that would be handy. You get latest. It's the same sort of thing, right? Where I wonder, let me just try a bit of an experiment here. Instead of MCP get latest, I'm just going to go with MCP server time. And then we'll bring it all the way back to, I think there's supposed to be a slash in here, maybe? Well, maybe not. No. Yeah, there should be a slash. Let's try that. Nope. So I don't know how to get these from Michael Latman. Follow the Windows setup guide. Okay. Alright, because you have to install all of this crap. That's what it is. You have to install the NPM code on your own system using whatever, or some servers can be run directly through NPX without global installation. But he just gives me a vague I don't know what goes in there. Yeah. Python-based servers, configure Claude desktop. Oh my goodness. So we're really in early days. And it doesn't run reliably on Windows yet. And some of this stuff might actually be pretty old. Well, but again, it's another one of this Michael Latman garbage things. I say it like that because none of them work. So, sorry, Michael, but none of your things work. What does this do? Fetch and convert web content. Oh, you're right. It's another one of the Michael Latman ones. I wish I could just rule those out. Right. Oh, this is why they don't work. It's Python. Get community. That's another Michael Latman piece of garbage. Sorry, Michael, but Cloudflare Inc. So this will probably work. No, it's another Michael Latman. Are they all Michael Latman? Could be. Playwright browser automation. Server Google Maps. Okay, this is different. No, it's another. How come they're all like Michael Latman? I don't understand. Oh. Maybe this will work. Oh, I wonder if that would have worked. Nope. Maybe this will work. Yeah, this one works. See, that's the way they're supposed to work. And there it shows up. Okay. So now I can use Google Maps. What can I do with Google Maps? Let's go back into Claude. Oh, I'll have to restart Claude. Okay. Oh. Open MCP settings. This is the thing that I was never able to find before. Empty. See, MCP settings, general developer. I can never find this. General and developer. It's a settings window, but it's not the same settings window you get when you open settings. See, oh yeah, you can't even open anything else while this is open. Okay, so the Google Maps is disconnected on me. Edit config. Right, and yeah, that's the file. Okay, so yeah. Open logs folder. Here's the MCP log. And it's just going to say the server closed. Method not found. Is that the current time? 22? Yeah. Server YouTube transcript, YouTube. Oh. I'm not trying to use YouTube. Well, that's very weird too. Okay, here we go. No, Google Maps, there it is. This is like if you're developing this MCP server, you can output the standard error and it will. Okay. I don't know. It's an error in the actual server. So I wish I could figure out how to open this settings just generally. Although all it does is like open config. This is general and this is developer. General. Run on. See, when I close this, see, watch, when I try to look at the settings, no developer, not even general. See, nothing. Connected accounts. Developer. Oh, that'll open the MCP log file. That's nice. But settings. General. Okay, here we go. We got something different now. All right. All right. Control Alt Space will open it from anywhere. Okay, so this one doesn't work, but I know what to do. I just remove it from here. I've probably got a pile of garbage, NPM garbage now as well. Well, let's start a chat. It's going to give me an SVG map of Iceland. Oh, wow. That is hilarious. Wow. Yeah, okay. So the Google Maps thing isn't working. Okay, I think I've kind of reached the end of the line here on exploring this. So, what have I learned? I've learned that all of this stuff is very much still under development. I've learned that Claude can't draw a map of Iceland. I've learned that Claude depends on MCPs. These are servers. Yeah. They're JavaScript applications that do the work of connecting to external services. So these JavaScript applications are running on my own desktop, and I'm using them with Claude Desktop. So to make them work, I have to register them in Claude, and specifically in the settings file. and provide various parameters for them. I imagine down the line parameters would include things like authentication codes, etc. But all of these are, being written very quickly with Node and often fail. So the next step in my own investigation would be to see if I could write my own MCP that would connect Claude to something. And also, do MCPs work with anything other than Claude? Let me ask that now, actually. For ChatGPT. Okay. NCT enables Claude to build. Yeah, right. ChatGPT's. No, that's not it. How to use MCP for ChatGPT. Deploy an MCP server for Jira. Okay, well, that could be anything. But it's still Anthropic, right? Right, yeah. ChatGPT MCP server. This might be only Claude. And I haven't had really good experiences with Claude. Okay, this is a Docker management MCP server for ChatGPT. That's pretty niche. Let's go to ChatGPT and we'll just ask it a few questions and then we'll wrap this up because I'm getting tired. Well, I'm not getting tired. I'm just getting tired of doing this. Okay. Let's see if he knows about them at all. Using O3 mini high, so maybe, maybe not. Should be a reason. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, let's come back. Come back. Here we go. I'm just trying to get the model. Okay, let's come back to ChatGPT. I'm referring to considering MCP. So I was looking. Want to know if I can use with ChatGPT. build an external system and middleware that uses MCP to gather, manage, and format content. Okay. Okay, so I can achieve similar functionality. All right. Just ask for a simple example and see if we get anything. Okay, this is a Python example. Okay, so the MCP context is just some profiles and roles and stuff. And we're using the OpenAI interface. Right. Please give me a simple example of an MCP that would call a Google search and send the results to ChatGPT written in JavaScript. It's not ChatGPT, ChatGPT. Let's get that right. I wish it wouldn't, like, just put up a paragraph and then remove that. Oh, okay, here we go. Should simulate a Google search. Since the Google Search API isn't free. True. Use a workaround to simulate the search. And it's going to use NPM, of course. Replace these with your own keys. So this is all really similar to what I've been doing with my own stuff, except I haven't been sending it to an AI as a context. But really, that's all that's happening, right? I'm doing whatever work I'm doing with the external service and then sending it to the AI, and MCP is kind of like a sort of semi-standardized way of doing that. With the MCP context. Oh wait, Axios. Yeah, Axios is don't know what Axios does. Well, I can always look that up. Oh, let me just let's just put the source here somewhere. Oh, I don't know how to write comments in a PS. Well, okay, just a hash. Okay, so let's go first to Steve and my script. Here it is, and I'm just going to put the source URL up at the top. Okay, now I'm going to look up what Axios is. Breaking news. Some website. Oh, promise-based HTTP. Oh, I see. They're just going to use the Axios as a web client and send the request to Google search that way. That's clever. Yeah, okay. All right. I know what I need to know. It wasn't really a success, although I did generate a transcript, so there's that. I'm not sure how useful the transcript was, but there is that. And that's it. That's another. It's not a success, but it's not a 100% fail. It's somewhere in between. But I learned a lot. That's what I wanted to do. So I'll see you next time on Stephen Follows Instructions.